You wake up, your hand. A small voice says, "Get up, there's work to be done." Another voice, softer, sweeter, whispers, "Just 5 more minutes." This is where the real battle begins. Not outside, but inside. Every morning hands you a battlefield. The Bhagavad Gita calls it Kurukshetra. Not just a place of spears and armor, but the exact spot inside you where two soldiers fight. The part that wants to grow, to stand tall, to do what's right, and the part that wants comfort, shortcuts, and safety. Arjuna, the greatest of warriors, stands on that battlefield and freezes. He looks across at the enemy and sees his own family, his teachers, the faces he loves. He trembles. This hesitation is not merely a soldier's worry. It's the universal human moment when duty collides with emotion. What the Gita teaches us is not just about war. It's about how we respond to anger, jealousy, anxiety. Those soldiers of the lower self who sprint forward whenever life doesn't go our way. The lesson is simple and devastatingly profound. Emotions are not the enemy. How we respond to them is everything. Every choice is a skirmish. Do you snap in anger? Or do you breathe and answer with calm? Does fear stop you from trying? Or do you step forward and trust yourself? The higher self doesn't win every fight, and that's okay. This inner war isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. One of the Gita's brightest teachings is dharma, your purpose, your role, your compass. When you know what matters, decisions line up. Dharma is the quiet guide that points you north when the lower self shouts the loudest. Krishna, Arjuna's guide, teaches detachment. Not indifference, but the ability to do your work without obsessing over the outcome. Do your duty. Give your best. Let the result be what it will. The effort itself is the strengthening. This is not surrender. It is freedom. Think of your daily life as Kurukshetra. The battles are everywhere. The battle of choices. Stay committed to what matters or take the easy path. The battle of emotions. Let anger and jealousy lead or respond with wisdom. The battle of habits. Discipline or distraction. Small fights, huge consequences. These skirmishes shape the person you become. So how did Krishna guide Arjuna? And how can that guidance steer us? Here are the weapons he offers. Dharma, detachment, mastery of the mind. First, know your dharma. Ask, what is my responsibility here? What lines up with my values? Arjuna's role as a warrior demanded action for justice. Your role might be different. A student, a parent, a leader. But the rule is the same. Do what your role asks of you, sincerely. When you act from purpose, fear loses power. Second, detach from results. The Gita says, you have the right to act, not the right to the fruits of action. Work without tying your worth to outcomes. This is nishkam karma, desireless action. When you stop chasing validation and start doing the work, you stop being at the mercy of every win or loss. Your mind becomes steady. Third, master the mind. Krishna calls the mind both friend and enemy. Left uncontrolled, it's a restless monkey, leaping from thought to thought. But conquered, it becomes your greatest ally. How? Start with simple disciplines. Notice your thoughts. Journal them. Breathe when emotion spikes. Practice small daily rituals that build mental strength. Over time, those tiny practices create a mind that makes wiser choices. Let me be concrete. When anger rises, instead of reacting, ask, what triggered this? What outcome do I want? When fear whispers, ask, if I step forward, what's the worst that can happen? And can I handle it? That split-second gap between impulse and action, that's your power. Use it. The Gita also offers a cosmic perspective. Your loved ones, your enemies, their bodies are temporary. The soul is eternal. Seeing life through that lens doesn't make you cold. It widens your view. You love fiercely, but wisely. Act with compassion, but without clinging. You do what's right for the larger good. This is not theoretical. In practical terms, study your role and show up even when it's boring. Train your habits so that discipline becomes non-negotiable. Silence distraction. Turn off the phone. Focus fully on the task. Start your day with a simple ritual. Breathwork, movement, intention, and your whole battlefield changes. Because here's the truth. Life will always toss storms at you. But wisdom turns storms into training grounds. Failure is feedback, not a verdict. Loss is a lesson, not a final sentence. When you adopt equanimity, treating success and failure as temporary, you walk with a steadiness few possess. That steadiness is what the Gita calls yoga. Balance in action and thought. Remember Arjuna's moment, paralyzed by the sight of those he loved on the other side. Krishna said, "Rise above attachments. See souls, not only bodies." When Arjuna saw the larger truth, he acted with clarity. He did not stop loving. He stopped being ruled by fear. So what should you do when your own Kurukshetra appears? Tomorrow, in that small temptation to stay comfortable, choose. Choose duty over delay. Choose growth over comfort. Choose persistent effort over perfect results. And above all, choose to train your mind so that when the lower self shouts, the higher self replies, calmly, firmly, and without regret.
Practical checklist for your everyday battles. Clarify your dharma. Write down your role and values. Act without attachment. Focus on effort, not outcome. Daily mental training. 10 minutes of breath or journaling. Remove friction. Silence distractions. Create focus blocks. Reflect nightly. What small victory did I win today? Every victory counts. A choice to stay honest, to be kind, to keep going when it's hard. Those are real wins. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting the forces inside that keep you small. Each time you pick the higher path, even in tiny ways, you chip away at that resistance. You win. Now hold this. The soul endures beyond birth and death. The body passes. Challenges aren't punishments. They are the furnace in which your character is forged. Trust the process. Keep your compass, your dharma, visible. Move with purpose. Act with detachment. Master your mind. That is the way of the warrior within. So the next time the warm hand of comfort tells you to stay, remember, there is a battlefield waiting inside you, and only one soldier can win. Make it you.